Boom. Without further ado, y'all know what today is. Straight into it. Earnings. MU, biggest name of the week. MU. We have MU, Nike, FedEx, CarMax. I see General Mills on Wednesday. Back to Thursday. BlackBerry. I'm surprised. Yeah, I am surprised BlackBerry is still like up and around. I remember when my dad, when my father had a BlackBerry phone. I was a child, literally. But anyway, what else do we see? Centis. Isn't this like a food company, if I'm not mistaken? Something like that. This is something with school. Birkenstock. Interesting. What else do I see? That's about it. News for this week. Very interesting. Why do I say it's very interesting? Tuesday, right? We have the data that they held. Wait, let me. I'm not tweaking, right? Not necessarily. Anyway, we have core retail sales October data, and we have retail sales October data. So that's why I say the data that they held through the government shutdown. But let's not skip over one of the most important things. NFP, non-farm payroll, at 8:30 in the morning on Tuesday. So we'll see how many jobs were lost or added last month. If you look on down, Thursday, we have November CPI. CPI, the main gauge of inflation. The Fed used it to cut rates. What does it show? It measures the average change in price over time that a consumer pays for goods and services, everyday goods and services. Yeah. So two big names report this. Well, two big news days, Thursday and Tuesday. And you know, core CPE. It's definitely stuff to look out for this week. We got to pay attention to the market this week with the news. I'm eager to see what will happen. Let's talk about SPY. SPY went down. SPY off the weekly. You see red. We do see red. We are still bullish though, if that makes sense. We are still bullish. SPY went down. How many dollars? $7. $7 on Friday, which is wild. Anyway, let's look at the RSI. RSI, I do have it in the channel. It could possibly break out this channel. I wouldn't be surprised if it do. I definitely wouldn't be surprised if it break out this channel. I'm not even gonna lie. But what do I see? The level. This level. Let me go to the daily. Smaller time. Let's stay on the weekly. 674. 678. A possible bounce level on SPY. And why do I say 674? 678. Look at the 8 EMA off the weekly. That's a confluence. 8 EMA off the weekly. If you go to the daily, it does look like Head and Shoulders, but I'm thinking we possibly could wick towards 674. I mean we see 674. I'm not gonna consider this, but 1, 2, these two candles, 3, 4, 5. You know, so we're seeing a lot of reaction off 674. We did lose the 8 off the daily. We wicked off the 21. Also, we are still moving up. High, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. So I'm guessing we could bounce off 674. If that makes sense. Straight like that. And we're gonna ride it up to new all-time highs. On to the next. QQQ. QQQ is very interesting. QQQ is very interesting. I can't say the least. It you know how I just did SPY? Let me just go back up to SPY. Boom. Move up, move down. Move up, move down. High, see low, high, lower. Oh my goodness. Higher, low, higher, high. Right? We can't say the same about QQQ, which is interesting. I'm looking at it. I'm thinking, okay, possibly a double top, but we just have to pay attention. The level I have for QQQ to hold this week is 610. 610. It possibly could dip below it, reclaim. That it could work. I mean, but at the end of the week on Friday, I want 610 to hold. 610 to hold. What else do I see? Wick off the 8 off the weekly. Let's go to the daily. Daily looking just about the same as SPY, but the weekly is a little different from SPY, if that makes sense. You can't say head and shoulders. You definitely can't say head and shoulders. Head, shoulder. But I really want this 610 to hold. It possibly could dip to 608. But 610 in that range for sure. That's where I wanted to hold. Screen like that. I don't think I have no more rap for QQQ. Let's talk about the VIX, because I very interesting. The VIX is at 15, but SPY went down. SPY went down a few dollars on last Friday. Interesting. Very interesting. So the VIX still at 15. Fear and greed is at 43, if I'm not mistaken. 42 right now. But we are in fear. We're not in extreme fear anymore. As of right now, we are in fear. So just keeping all the fundamental stuff in mind, if that makes sense. But let's talk about TSM. Oh wow. Let's talk about TSM. Please don't mind my chart. I know. Please don't mind it. Focus on one thing. Just like SPY, how I said off the weekly, it towards the level of the 8 moving average. Same with TSM. I'm looking for TSM to possibly bounce off 288. 1 second, 288. Boom. What did I say? 288. 288. It's towards this level. You definitely can say we trending up new all-time highs on TSM as well. But Friday, we just came down Friday. And we just got to play it by ear, if that makes sense. 288 bounce. It possibly could reclaim. What is this level that I have? 269. If it reclaims 269 and tries to go back up to 307, I wouldn't be mad at that. I would play that as well. But the level I want is 288. 288 is another nice level. We see some reaction we see some reaction at 288 on TSM. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, no, 5, 6, 7. The numbers go on. So definitely will be watching TSM this week. Yeah, shoot my shot at TSM. Why not? Boom. MRK. You already can see it. 99 hold. MRK has been trending upwards as of recent. See, off of weekly. Look at this. Look at this wick. I do so boom. I just added. Well, I ain't just add, but I put the 200 back up so I can see. So I have just 3 EMAs, 200, 21, and 8 EMA. Boom. The purple is the 200. If that. Boom. We see the 200 and the 8 are like about to cross over, and that's where it wicked towards. It bounced off of the 200 and the 8 EMA. I looked at it, I was like, wow, that's very interesting, and it's off the weekly. So higher time frame, higher power, higher time frame, higher power. Boom. So I'm looking for a 99 to hold. If 99 holds, I'm thinking of reclaim, but 104. Keep going up. Keep going up. I possibly will swing this for a few weeks or whatnot. It's something I have to. If I do get in, I'll post it. Yeah, straight like that. Straight like that. But this something. This is a stock I'm watching this week. It's not. I like it. It's trending upwards now. I remember this red line. This red line came from March. So keep that in mind. This has been on my watch list for a long time. Yeah. Trending upward. 99 hold. What else do I have? March 99 hold upward. Yeah, straight like that. That's how. Those are my confluences. Glee. On the next. URT. The pick. One of the picks and shovels of the AI. They build AI infrastructures. They make the cooling. What else do they do? Cloud computing. Good earnings. Good revenue. Good market cap. Again, another hold spot. 156 hold. 156. We see a couple. We see a few wicks below or at 156. So, and also look at the 21 off the weekly. We did lose the 8. It's okay though. We did lose the 8, but this 21 is very interesting. Let's see if we can get a wick off the 21 EMA. And yeah, that's what I'm looking at. It. I ain't gonna say it's simple, but 1%. But boom. This is what I'm watching. 99 hold uptrend. Wait, what? Oh no. I'm my bad. I'm sorry. That's MRK. That's all I got for real. I don't have no more rap. Very simple, very straightforward. I'm gonna add a bonus. Apple. I did get 20% off Apple's still in range. Yes, Apple's still in range. I want Apple to break above 280. Apple break above 280, that'd be nice. I thought Apple could do it this week, but it was playing around. But I did get. What day was that? That was Tuesday. So I want to this wick, like I got in, like I want to say after 5 minutes, got a little 20% and got out, straight like that. And then right after I got out, price came right back down. So yeah, green is green. Also, coal. I am filled on coal. I do have long contracts on coal. I want to say May expiration, May 16th or whatnot. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I do know coal. I'm up on coal a couple percent for sure. I got filled around 78, so you do the math. What else? What else did I trade last week? Oh, look at this. Lastly, and this is the bonus, cause you know I don't have no more rap. Look at this, right? That's why you gotta keep swinging your bat. Don't put the bat down. You're gonna hit the home run. Boom. I literally called this. I called this. You can go back to the video. It's timestamp. Look, go to COF. Last week, Sunday video. Boom, straight like that. Look at this. It broke, right? You could possibly wait for a retest, but I had a feeling. I ain't gonna say I knew. I had a feeling it was gonna go, and it definitely went. But I just couldn't say where I could have got in at. Look at this candle. This was Wednesday. I can't remember what happened. Oh, that was the Fed cut rates by 25%. They cut rates by 25 points. So market reacted, and yeah. That's all I got. I'll post sometime this week. Straight like that. Click.